Every student and parent knows it can sometimes be hard to sit down to tackle schoolwork. Whether it's completing a homework assignment or studying for the next big test, especially when the weekend rolls around, sticking to a study schedule can keep your child on track and avoid homework meltdowns. But when planning this schedule, many parents wonder, when is the best time to study for my child? How time of day affects students' brains. Students' brains tend to be sharpest in the morning, after a refreshing night's sleep and a nutritious breakfast. This makes it a good time to open a textbook to learn something new, or review notes from the previous day. With a more alert brain, students have a better ability to recall details like names, places, dates, and facts. In the afternoon, students' brains are good at integrating new information with what they already know. During this time of day, students are able to create connections and make the information they have learned more meaningful. The day studier. For students who have more energy earlier in the day, studying in the morning may work best, when the brain is better able to focus. Students who study during the day benefit from a refreshed and energized mind after a good night's sleep. This energy makes it easier to focus on what is being learned, and absorb the information more effectively. 4 benefits of studying during the day. 1. After a good night's sleep, you'll likely have more energy and a higher ability to concentrate the next day. 2. Society is structured around being active during the day and sleeping at night, so by sticking to this norm, there are undeniable benefits such as being able to go to the library or grabbing a coffee with a friend. 3. Most people are contactable during the day, so it's easier to communicate with your friends or teachers during the day if you have any questions. 4. Natural light is better for your eyes. Artificial light hurts our eyes and can affect our natural sleep rhythm. Night studier. For students who have more energy later in the day, evening or nighttime can be a more effective time to study, with fewer distractions and peace and quiet. Studying at night can help improve a student's concentration and focus. If your student is an evening or night studier, it's important to make sure he or she is still getting enough sleep each night. Kids need an average of 8 to 9 hours of sleep each night. If homework or studying is delaying bedtime, get into the habit of starting a bit earlier and sticking to a nightly schedule. 4 benefits of studying at night. 1. People are more active, louder and intense during the day. At night it's only you and the night owls, so you can study in peace and quiet. 2. If you're lucky enough to live near a library that's open late, you will notice that the library is near deserted when you want to study late. 3. At night there are fewer distractions than during the day. Most of your friends are asleep and your social networks will be less active. 4. It is true that things look different by night. The night can increase your creative efficacy and help you see concepts differently. 5 tips for nighttime studying. If you know that you study better at night, follow these tips to get the most out of your preferred time of study. 1. Establish a routine. If you decide to study at night, don't do it sporadically. Establish a study routine. This way your body will get used to it and you can get the best study performance possible. If you study for a few days and a few nights, your body will go crazy. Pick one and stick with it. 2. Rest. If you study at night, this does not mean you should be sleeping less. A well-rested mind is key to successful study, so make sure you don't neglect your sleep by catching a few zzzs during the day. 3. Lighting. It can happen to us all. You start studying during the evening and next thing you know it's nighttime and you're studying in the dark. Make sure this doesn't become a common occurrence. If you're a night studier, work in a properly lit room as it will improve your study. 4. Time management. It's easy to lose track of time when studying at night. This makes it even more important to create a study timetable, outlining when you will take breaks. It's recommended that you take a 5 to 10 minute break every 50 minutes when studying. Also make sure you keep hydrated.